Well, welcome everyone, and we thank you for joining Tap Dance 2021. We're very excited to have you all with us today. And on behalf of myself, the president of TAP, Richard Arnold, I'd like to also thank you on behalf of the board and the partners. So excited to be together again. It's been a long haul and a short time. It seems that things have gone by very quickly, and it's amazing that we're here at another tap dance, and this is our 16th tap dance. Hard to believe how much has changed since our first get together in Little Rock. Travel Alliance Partners has been around since 2001. So this is 20 years of tap and 16 tap dances. So congratulations to you all. A big thank you for your continued support. We couldn't do this without you. We appreciate all of your support over these years. The crazy thing for me is the relationships, the friendships, all of that kind of stuff that has happened through our get-togethers. The conference itself this year is taking on a new spin with the Ignite Travel Collection. And we're very excited to be taking a new spin on what you've loved. You've loved tap dance, you've loved the pod concept. And I wanted to tell you a little bit to start with. For those that are new, we always have a number of new attendees every year. And so to me, it's one of those things that, when TAP first got together, I reached out back in 2001. That was even before me. Our founder, Serge Talbot, had a brilliant plan to bring tour operators together. The world was changing. A lot of people were thinking that, the way of group travel was going down the wrong road. That wasn't the future. And so he thought about, traditionally we would have thought ourselves as competitors, all these tour operators. So he reached out and said, let's look at working together. So the plan was to buy and sell from each other. And, the math adds up pretty quickly. If you, each of the partners was to buy one seat from one of the other partners, then very quickly you have a full group, a full motor coach. So that was the initial thought behind it. We also thought about if a partner's doing the work, then we don't have to do the work. So it's cutting down on our internal labor. And that's how it all began so many years ago, back in 2001. And then a few years later, under our leadership of Jim Palmauri, back then was our executive director, we started that first tap dance in Little Rock, Arkansas. We were at an Embassy Suites hotel. I was part of the group then, and we did this revolutionary thing, which was having 25-minute appointments in a pod setting. We were the first to do that, and everyone immediately loved the concept, because most of us had never gone to formal training to be a tour operator. A lot of us PPTPs, that was our term for you, rather than travel supplier, preferred professional travel partner. And we all go and make these appointments, have our time together, and hope for the best. But in working in the pod setting, you get to know the product of your surrounding area, your surrounding buddies, because most people don't come to just do one small part of a destination. They come to do a week or so in that destination, even 3 or 4 days, which encompasses often more than just your product. So in listening to one another, we all became much better at our jobs. In a few years, the PPTPs would come together with the partners and look at creating new itineraries. And then, even pods started looking at other pods as they were mixed up over the years, looking at what is the carrot that opens the wallet of our customers. So many things came out of the pod setting that were very, very positive for us all. And as you continue to support us and love the TAP concept, here we are now in 2021, our second virtual tap dance out of necessity with what's going on. And certainly we're excited by this particular get together because last year, we felt that we'd be back to normal in a few months. And now we are a year later, or nearly a year later, going from June to April for our virtual conference. But with the vaccine rollouts and those kind of things, we're feeling, travel is going to return to normal sometime in 2021, and no better time to plan the strategy for that. So, it's one of those things that we're looking forward to. So we decided this time around, because it's virtual, we wanted to change things up. Time will tell if it stays in our future in-person get-togethers, but we decided on the Ignite Travel Collection, and the first day of our conference would expand on the 25 minutes, in fact, to the entire portion of the day. So for the rest of today, we'll be working in a pod setting, being mentored by one of the TAP partners to build a sellable program. What this took away this year is meeting with all the partners, because tomorrow is your traditional tap dance setting where you'll have your 25-minute appointments with a number of the partners, but not with every partner. But we felt the value of this product development coming together to create an itinerary to actually, get a date and get pricing, get it up eventually on the TAP website. But the most exciting part of all of this is for Wednesday, when we pitch it to the resellers of travel. And how exciting is it that we've got in excess of 160 resellers coming to our conference to hear what we have to sell. And this is all about creating ROI for our partners and creating ROI for your attractions, your hotels, and more importantly, your destinations. So with this whole concept, normally we would come meet with all the partners. That in itself was a great opportunity. But now to have over 160 resellers, and even if that drops down, the benefits later will be apparent, because all of the sessions on Wednesday will be recorded. They'll be sent out to our reseller audience. So even expanding beyond the 160 to our complete database. And our hope out of all of this is following the concept to get those travel agents, those tour operators, all of those listening in, buying a few seats on each of our departures. But there's also the great opportunity to have them have us do a customized program for them. So, we're very, very excited about the opportunities here at our Tap Dance 2021 and our Ignite Travel Collection, which, is what the focus will be today and on Wednesday. So, with that said, the thing that we miss most about conferences in person is the time together. We all know that an appointment does not create a lot of the relationships that we have on our spare time at those conferences. So we've included some of those fun get-togethers like this evening, so you'll get time to network and socialize, but we really can't wait until we're hopefully back in person again down the road. And of course, a virtual format is not going to be without its challenges, so we appreciate the fact that you'll be patient with us. We think we have everything under control. Lisa and myself and headquarters spent some time this morning, but when it goes live, I had a panic on when I first started because I couldn't find my notes that I wanted to adhere to, so I had to kind of ad-lib it. But those of you that know me know that's when I'm at my best, is when I am not following a script, and that I just go with my heart. So that's what I've done here this afternoon or this morning, depending on the time zone you're on. And like I said, we appreciate everything that you do, the continued belief in TAP partners. Sadly, there are still a huge number of us missing. We haven't been brought back to work yet, and we hope for that sometime soon. And you'll also notice that we've, in the past year, had a number of partners depart from us as well. And we hope that at some point we'll see them back with us. But, a lot of time goes into TAP, and everyone needed to look at their own businesses and look at it from that perspective as well. So hopefully we'll see everyone back back soon. It's hard to believe for me personally that I've been doing this over 40 years if I count my hotel days. And when I started with TAP, I was just a young person, and now I've turned towards the senior moments of my life, and love travel, and I've certainly missed it the last year. So I can't wait for to get out there and to renew the relationships that I have, get back with my on the road family. I mean, here, my friends from Atlantic Canada, there's that whole family aspect that I have with them, but with so many of you over the last 16 years of attending Tap Dance and some of the other shows that are out there, our relationships have been very special. And one of those very special people to me is Lenny Niemeyer from Branson, Missouri. Right from day one, I met her. We fell instantly for one another, and she's just one of those special, generous people with that warm smile that she always has. And so I want to take this moment to say we anticipate and we hope to be back in person at Tap Dance 22 in Branson, Missouri. Lenny has stuck with us. We were supposed to be there in 2020. We were supposed to be there in 2021. And now we're going to be back there in 2022. So we look forward to seeing everyone back in person. And I look forward to that big hug I know I'm going to get from her. So I really can't wait for that. So hopefully I've covered everything that was part of my morning commentary, but now I'm going to hand it over to our leadership team, which Break the Ice Media has done an amazing job in their years representing TAP. Our executive director, Lisa Derner, looks after all the details. Adina and of course Nicole's always there in the background. And so, thank all of Taproot headquarters. I'm going to hand it over to Lisa now. And Lisa, it's all yours.
Okay. Well, thank you, Richard. That was great. And it's so exciting that TAP is celebrating its 20th year. So hello and welcome, everyone. As you can imagine, we've been working on this event for months, and we're so excited to be kicking it off. It's always fun when the day finally shows up. And we've heard from so many of you over the last couple of weeks expressing your excitement and encouraging us as we develop this new format. So thank you. And I will start with some important reminders. Be sure, please, to look over your delegate book and read the details in there, and check out our website for a lot more information. We have more details on our sponsors, our speakers, and our activities. And most importantly, the picture you see here is your My Event page, and you're all here, so I know you found your way there. But this is your schedule of events for the next 3 days. And think of this page as your conference center, and go there for your scheduled information. For today, if you're a full pass participant, you will see on your screen Pod Partner Development with your pod number under your schedule of events. And if you are only participating in the appointments on day 2, today your schedule will say NA during those time blocks. And also, please be sure to note that the schedule of events you see on your screen is in your own time zone. I know that can be very confusing. And whenever I talk about a time, I'll be referring to Eastern time zone. But just check your schedule, please. Also, please stay connected throughout the week by visiting our conference website, tapintotravel.com/virtual, and also Travel Alliance Partners on Facebook. And when posting to social media, use these hashtags. We hope we have a lot of fun this week. We are so grateful for our Guild members. So many of you prioritize Tap Dance despite the challenges of the past year, and we're proud to have you here this year. TAP Guild membership is a wonderful opportunity for destinations and attractions to gain more exposure to TAP partners. And you see here a list of our 2021 Guild members. And all of our Guild members are featured in the beautiful Dream Destinations brochure that TAP publishes each year, which is just one of the benefits of Guild. So if you'd like to learn more about Guild, please contact Chevy Lee or me, and we'd be happy to discuss the benefits. Now I'm very pleased to recognize our wonderful sponsors, starting with our premier sponsor, AMA Waterways. We're thrilled to continue TAP's longstanding relationship with AMA Waterways, and appreciate Sandra's generous donation of a day 3 giveaway to our travel buyer audience of a 7-night luxury 2022 river cruise for 2. And as Richard mentioned, we actually have over 165 travel buyers registered for our day 3 webinars. And I'm sure that this prize was an attraction in addition to all of the fabulous tour products we'll be presenting. Continuing with our sponsors, those of you who attended last year's tap dance will remember all the fun we had with the virtual photo booth. And although we aren't going to be together in person again this year, we can still spread some fun with photos. We saw lots of babies, pets, and just really had a good time with this last year. So many thanks to Tourin 64, our friends from Indiana, for sponsoring our virtual photo booth again. And to post your photo, go to 2021tapdance.virtualbooth.co, which sounds odd, but that is the email, or that is the URL. So please do that today. And we are also very pleased to welcome back the group travel leader, who has been our past sponsor of the Tap Dance Hospitality Suite. They're here this year with something unique. For those of you who are not familiar with the group travel leader, they're a Lexington, Kentucky-based publishing company that currently owns and publishes 4 national travel industry publications. And we're doing something new with virtual rooms this year. We're really excited about it. And the group travel leader will be kicking that off today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So come to catch up with Brian, Kelly, and Kyle to pick their brains about the new traveler research and 2021 forecast, marketing tips, or ask questions about the quick pitch session they are hosting on Wednesday. Today's 3 p.m. session will pop up for everyone on your My Event screen, and you just click on one of the table signs to enter the room. Kelly, Kyle, and Brian will each be hosting a room. And there have been some pre-registrations for Wednesday's quick pitches for those who really wanted to be sure to get a slot in advance, but there's still availability to just drop in to pitch your destination or attraction. And Kelly wanted me to remind everyone that these are very informal pitches, just to give them some ideas about places in your cities. The group travel leader will follow up after the conference to get additional information from you. Our next featured sponsor is Online Travel Training, based in London, England. OTT is a wonderful interactive online training platform for the travel trade. Join us tonight at 5:30 Eastern Time when OTT kicks off Happy Hour. And if you like lobster, don't miss this session, because we'll be treated to a demonstration to create a tasty lobster roll and a traditional Atlantic Canada cocktail. And if you had a chance to gather those ingredients ahead of time, follow along and let us know how it turns out. In fact, take a picture for the virtual photo booth. And we'll also be giving away a lobster dinner for 8 provided by our friends from Atlantic Canada. You won't want to miss that tonight. Look for the conversation room hosted by OTT during Happy Hour, and Kelly from Atlantic Canada will be there as well. And you'll also have time to catch up with Tim Kay from ITG Travel and Bud Geisler from Group Collect. And I encourage you all to pop into this new networking format. You just click on the table numbers to move around the different conversation groups, like you see here in the diagram. And if you find one that's full, just move on to another. We think you'll really have fun with this. A final huge thank you to all of this year's sponsors. We're grateful and privileged to have you as part of Tap Dance. And lastly, we do want everyone to have fun this week. So don't worry if you run into a glitch. As Richard said, there will be technical things happening. So don't worry about that, and we're here to help. Contact any one of our TAP headquarters folks you see here, our phone numbers, and there's also a chat box. You see it in the bottom. I'm looking at it right now. It says "We are online." If you type something into that chat box, you will get a response. So today, remember to have snacks and drinks nearby, and each pod can coordinate their own activities and breaks today. And with that, I'll send everyone off for product development meetings, and they'll start automatically from your My Event page where you are right now at 12 noon Eastern Time. And for those who are not part of product development, we'll see you at 5:30 Eastern Time tonight, kicking off Happy Hour.